Good morning and welcome to another episode of New to Mythics Live. Different day and less people. Just kind of doing it for fun. Just wanted to have a fun kind of, I called it like a short couch conversation with just a few friends. I had nothing else to do. I'm like, let's talk some toys, man. Let's do some speculating and talking on Mythics. And I see a few people have jumped in. I want to introduce, of course, my friends Matt, Dakin, and Chris. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really, really appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Let's say hi to the people in chat real quick. We got Freaks, always first. Good morning. Paul Morales, hello, everybody. Good morning. Gina. Hey, Gina. How are you? You guys waiting in line for, I think Terrence was waiting for some Pokemon cards. I know nothing about it, but I guess there's some Pokemon cards that are coming out that Terrence, but I think he's not collecting them. I think he's getting them to trade for an Ethereon, which is worthy to me. I'm like, you do what you got to do to get that. I don't have.
That sounds like a smart plan to me.
Yeah,
Right.
sure. Worthy plan. Good morning, Jesse Marshall. Good morning. Good morning. And Jeremy Agovier. Good morning. I'm up early, leaving for a hunger walk soon. A hunger walk? I don't know what a hunger walk is.
I've not heard of that either. Yeah.
That's when I'm walking into McDonald's.
Right. Or walking to the fridge or walking to the dinner table. Well, thank you for joining us, Govier. And we have Omar. Good morning, Omar. Good morning. Good morning. I don't really have anything planned that much. I just wanted to hang out and talk. We got the message here. Jeremy always posts some early shit. Legion's Con in 6 weeks, just to get some of us scared and riled up and nervous. And
it's four for me.
Table.
It's 4 for me.
So you're getting there that early. That's
yeah. I go a week early, and then I got a week of work travel coming up here in like next Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So like for me, it's 4 weeks. That's all I got left.
For those that have a table at the show, it's getting those people scared. For those that don't have a table, it's getting all of us hyped.
Yeah, I'm on the table side. So 4 weeks for me. 4 weeks for me.
I haven't plunged into doing a table yet, so I'm all just getting more and more excited as the weeks go by, getting closer and closer.
Yeah, I'm very glad you guys are excited. This is the second year in a row though. I actually have technically 2 tables, but the table I partner with for Mythic Bits, that's going to be a crunch for him for the resin prints, but for the filament stuff, I'm done. It's already shipped. It's in New York.
Oh, great!
Nothing to do. Just messing around now, making one-off crap.
You're ahead of the game. Like you don't mess around. You start.
Yeah, I start when I get back from Legion's Con the previous year. That's usually that's not true.
That's the way to do it, though. I mean,
some of it is strict limits on what you're going to do, right? Like this year I just chose to make 3 things, right? And those are the 3 things. And then if I make other little stuff, cool, but that'll be a surprise for whoever shows up, right? Like 3 things, they're done, they're shipped. You know, my younger brother in New York has them in his possession.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, right? And then my customs just come with me because I do those throughout the year. So, whether it's 5, 10, whatever.
I think I'd asked you on the show that we did together, how do you decide quantities on that stuff? Do you kind of feel
Yeah, there's a very unscientifically scientific strategy. So what I do throughout the year is I post projects I'm working on, right? Things that I think are cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gauge on response on my IG. I used to gauge on response on the Cabal a lot, but the Cabal is bigger now, and it's harder for something to catch.
Right.
But if I throw something on the Instagram page and like people are like really like, I need that right now. Can I order it right now? I'm like, oh, okay, maybe. And then I got a whole like back group of friends that are also in the community that are also creators, right? We're all in group chats together, and everyone's pretty positive, but I've learned to decipher oh, that's nice, which is the verbal giving a thumbs up emoji, or
That's good.
if someone stops and they make a long, just like a long response of it, I'm like, oh, okay, that might be.
Yeah,
That
this
might be.
this could be something.
That's how the light up stands came out. I started messing around with those, and I showed a couple people, and they were like, it was a long response, and I'm like, sweet, okay, this is probably. I'm not nuts. This is not the worst idea I've ever had.
Right.
But
right.
80% of this stuff never gets made and mass produced. It just is at my house.
And then there's probably things that you get excited about. You know what I mean? Like I gotta,
Yeah.
But you could just make it for yourself.
I make a lot of stuff for myself. There's a whole wall and of stuff that I just made for myself. That's why I always advocate for everyone. You should have and own a 3D printer at your house. Put people like me out of business. Seriously.
Yeah, I need one. I'm gonna hit you up next year. I told you next year I'm going to
you're gonna get one of these. We're gonna get you a resin one and a filament printer. So you kind of just do both.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. What program do you use to create?
Create's a strong word. I do a lot of my work where I'll buy, for me personally, I buy a lot of assets. So I'll go buy digital assets with a commercial license, and then I'll cut, move those around and fit them, size them, make them work for something they're not intended to work for.
Mhm.
And then if the end result isn't really great, I'll then hire a designer, or I'll ask someone, hey, can you clean this up for me? Right. That's kind of how I work. But I know other people ground up creation. What I think the whole thing is headed. I think it's really headed towards dioramas. I think you guys will all see, especially at the con this year and going forward in 26, it's going to be a lot of diorama stuff for Legions, like in filament. That's what's going to be
like
that's going to be the new. That's going to be the new deal. I mean, I did not mean this to be a commercial either.
No. You and Dakin are my bros, so I wanted to, show a little bit of what you guys are working on or what you have worked on.
Yeah,
I have a tiny platform to be able to show that. And if somebody has missed these, like, yo, I fully endorse this stuff. Check it out. So this is something that you have been working on and will also be bringing to Legions Con.
Yeah, I brought a limited amount to Legions Con. Actually, we'll do this here first. They've decided for the first time ever, I'll be willing to take pre-orders on a small amount of them for from the con stock. Usually I don't do that. Usually I just say Saturday morning, show up at the table. Mm-hmm. But I know this year there's a lot of stuff going on. So Tower Strong will be available for a limited amount that they can, if people want to pre-buy them so they don't have to worry about coming to my table first, that's okay. So if they want to do that, just message me and then we'll work something out.
Okay.
So this was a project. This was born out of me wanting to do Nate Strong taking a picture of two soldiers on the top of a rampart. And then I was like, oh, it'd be cool if we had tower tops for the top of our shelves, and then tower tops turned into a tower with a door. And then it was like, oh, how can I ship these? Because they're not shippable. Let me make them like a nesting doll, infinitely stackable. And
that's a great idea.
This is one of those times where I had an idea and it was so strong. I was able to take it from concept to finished in like 32 days, right? Production model done, out the door.
Nice.
It was, I could tell I was like, oh, this might be fun. Right. And filament printing gives the ability to make something that big without compromise. Right. So it's funny. I have another filament printer on the way. I bought a bigger one.
You're out of control, sir.
Oh, there's my wife. My wife's an enabler, man. She's like, yeah, you should definitely get. She bought me one bought a printer for my birthday, and then she was like, her parents wanted me to get another one, and she's like, I'm like, well, I want this big one. She's like, well, just wait for it and let's buy it when it becomes available. And I'm like, you're not saying no,
right? But if it makes you happy and you earn a little revenue, I mean,
3D printing has become. It's when I do the resin stuff, that is a labor of love. So I really don't, the post-processing is bad. Anyone that's printed in resin knows it's just a process, right? The filament stuff is definitely more fun.
Okay.
It's more fun. I get to make big crap.
Sig says my wife is going to enable me.
That's all she does.
Yeah, we'll have to do a show just on 3D printing one of these days. The art of, the process and arts and pros and cons and all that stuff.
Should go live. I'll go live with a hazmat suit on for the resin printing.
There you go. Like Walter White, you got all
breather.
that.
Yeah, breather, thick gloves.
I think it's interesting.
A lot of swearing.
Yeah, and it's an industry literally that's all tangled up with the Mythics. So
it is,
right.
and we're reverse, right? We're super reverse. We came in heavy on resin, and now Mythics is just starting to see what filament can do. Most things started the opposite way.
Chris, can you talk about the difference between resin and filament? Because
sure.
When it comes to any kind of 3D printing, like I understand the concept and I've seen them before, but I don't know the difference between those two things.
Yeah. So the way I explain it to people is they're both called 3D printing, but they go about it in a completely different, like they're not even the same thing, right? Filament printing is easy to describe. It's a hot glue gun controlled by a robot arm, right? Because it's laying down plastic in small 0.2 millimeter layers or smaller, even a little smaller, but average is 0.2, right? And that robot arm is programmed to go around and around. Resin is a giant tub of liquid with a clear bottom and a screen below it. And that screen's going to turn on lights to make that resin hard in a cure process. But similar to the the wavelengths of the sun, right? Because if you take a resin print outside, it will cure. If you take resin outside, it will cure, right? Yeah. That light's going to turn on in a sequence, right? But that's going to build. This is the big difference, right? The key thing. That's going to build at 0.05 millimeters on layer height or smaller. So your fidelity ends up being completely different. So they're different. They both create something out of nothing in a three-dimensional space, but they're just not the same. They're not. It's like, again, I always tell people you can pound in a screw with a hammer, right? That doesn't mean it's the right tool. Resin printing is when you need fidelity, that's what you go to, right? Filament printing, when you need scale, right? Okay. You really go to filament printing for scale, or testing, right? I've been testing helmets for figures in filament because it prints the one print will print super fast, right? No post-processing, just prints. It's just a rough shape, right?
Yeah.
But you can see the lines in it, right? Like there's no way to get rid of those unless you're going to sand it, prime it, do all that stuff. With resin, there shouldn't be any line. Like you got to go real,
Yeah, I see.
To see the lines, right?
So that answers my question.
What was your question about?
My question was, if you're wanting more detail, higher quality, it would be more of a resin then.
Yep. And the thing with resin is you're also very limited on size, right? A consumer large resin printer we have one of the bigger ones. It's 12 by 7 by 12, right? So 12 this way, 7 this way, 12 top, right? Filament printers get much bigger, but a really good consumer filament printer, like a good one, right? That prints well, low maintenance, right? And low tinkering, can do 13 cubed or 12.5, 12.9 cubed, right? That cubed area really leads to differences in design. So I wouldn't have been able to do the tower in resin. I would have had to cut it in half, put a hinge on it, right? So it closed into a 360, right? That would have been a whole different design. We've done play sets in resin. The detail's amazing, right? But you also have to paint it. The person that buys it's got to paint it, right? It's only, it just doesn't how the system works, right? Filament gives you the ability to do colors and all this other stuff. I don't think one is better than the other. I just think one is a different. Like when we were doing play sets in resin, we were using the wrong tool for sure, right? With good results, we had great results. Our resin play sets looked incredible, but the cost, the time, the mass produce, be able to mass produce them, just not there. But fidelity, resin's always going to be. People will say. You'll see YouTube videos with the thumbnail. Get your filament prints good enough like resin. That's bull. That is bull crap. That is absolute nonsense.
Which would you recommend for a starter, for someone to get to dip their toe into 3D printing, which would you recommend to start with?
It depends on what your goals are. If you want heads and weapons, you got to get a resin printer.
Resin.
Right? That's what you got to get. If you want to make dioramas and stuff to make your shelf look cool, filament will do the job, right? Because again, when you're printing background stuff, right? So Nate's taking a couple photos with the tower. This is a good example. He's taking a couple photos with the tower, right? Printed tower in dark gray plastic with accent rings. He's never painted it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That was kind of the intent. If I print you a resin playset, it's going to come out in one color, and it's probably going to be light gray or black or clear, right? So you're going to paint the thing, right? There are ways to print a little color in resin, but it's not there yet, right? Starting out though, what I would tell people is if you're going to get into filament or resin, you want to look at the Elegoo printers, like the Mars 4 Pro, Mars 5 Pro specifically. That's what I use. I only have one resin printer that I currently am actively using. It's a great starter, works well, self levels. It self checks for leveling. It's got a lot of sensors that do a lot of work for you. And it's just an easy printer to use. But also watch at least 4 or 5 hours of YouTube on safety precautions, right? You got to have gloves. You got to put the thing on. You got to put the glasses on, right? Some people wear even more than that. And watch with safety, right? Like the post processing for resin, for that fidelity, you got to put a little work in. Got to have your isopropyl alcohol. Got to have your bath. You'll see some guys use the pickle jar and they're turning their hand. That is stupid. Just buy the wash and cure station. For the love of God, just spend the extra $100 and buy the thing that swirls the things for you, and then you can pull it off and cure it, right? Like, but you can do resin printing very inexpensive. You get a printer for $250, a wash and cure station for $110, and you're off to the races, right?
You're ready to go.
You can download files, buy files for Mythic Legion specifically is just so easy to buy. There's multiple Patreons, Rogue Printing Machine and Maui on Patreon. Excellent, like top tier stuff. And with especially Rogue Printing Machine, always pushing boundaries, always giving us something. Kevin Olson does a great job giving us something really cool, like a lot of different stuff, not just heads, right? If you're gonna go filament, I'm always gonna tell people get a bamboo printer, get a P1S, X1 carbon. If you want it real big, get the new H2S, which is like I said, 13 cubed build volume, right? That's a little less learning. Those machines do a really good job of working like appliances, right? I'm not saying they're not going to break. I'm not saying there's not little things you got to teach yourself, but you can be printing in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right?
Wow.
So, you're not going to print heads with it. I mean, you can print heads with it all you want. They're just going to look like crap, right? For that purpose, right? You can print swords too. It's going to look. Now, if you print a weapon, I guess, and you primed it, sanded it, primed it, you could probably get that thing polished smooth. But why would you do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Why would you just buy the right tool? So, but I think for a lot of people where the collectors are right now, like, look, I'm looking at your collection, Greg, behind you. Matt, I'm looking at your collection right there. You got a lot of stuff already, right?
A lot of stuff.
Displaying them in with like walls and doors, and that's, I think for a lot of us are hitting that point in our collection. I mean, shoot, there's a lot of crap behind me too, right? Starting to get to where we're adding to our backgrounds and filling out our scenes is kind of where everybody's going to get to soon.
Yeah, it's kind of the next step or next level. It's nice. I mean, a lot of us I just have them standing, vanilla pose, but it would be nice to have something more, to like a scene or a throne or a doorway, like you say, or something. And then you can also start delving into like photography and stuff too. Once you have those options.
Absolutely. Right.
Very cool, man. Thank you very much for.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's definitely a load of information and answered a few questions I had.
Absolutely.
So, I'm glad I could help.
I think it's a great idea going like further into like more the process of how to do it, because there is a big learning curve for sure. I mean, you've been doing it for so long, like you can go through it no problem. But there's a lot of stuff I think for most of us that are in either the customizing space or like the idea of like, you know, popping and swapping. What else could I do? What prints are available that I can grab? Maybe I could do that myself and, you know, start putting new stuff together in different ways. It'd be fun to see how you go about doing a full like 3D print, like from start to finish. How do you do that? Whether it's filament or resin.
I would say that the learning curve part isn't daunting, right? Resin's harder because you got to do your post processing, right? That's just, you can watch as many videos as you want, and you should for safety, but everyone's going to have their little tweaks in their process, right? Like getting it out of that, cleaning off all the goop, getting it clean, right? In terms of like actual printing, like everyone's going to have a different opinion. I'm trying to be very careful how I say this. Everyone is going to have a different level of expertise and opinion, right? Even with people with expertise and opinion, a lot of people with a lot of expertise are wrong because they don't try new stuff, right? And that's, you know, my partner and I, he prints way more resin prints than I. We always get into arguments over orientation and stuff like that, right? Because I'm like, I did it and it worked fine, right? Because once you get set in your ways, and that's, you know, that's how. So the example I give, right, for, you know, if you get into it, stay in the mode of trying new stuff. This is why. So this year, helmets have become, Greg and I talked about this before, helmets have become one of the cool new things for your 3D prints, right? Like it's helmets. Everyone's printing helmets. Right. A lot of helmets are printed in very stiff, brittle resin, right? Because people are just, they've got their resin, they're doing their one resin, that's good. I don't do that, so I just try new stuff, and, you know, finding a tough resin can get a helmet that
flexes and bends,
got some flex to it, bends to it, right? And, you know, from a per part basis, we're talking an extra nickel in, you know, cost, right? This stuff has been out for a while. I've been using it for a year and a half personally. Everybody should be printing helmets in something like this.
That's
not this
awesome.
particular brand, just something like this is how helmets should be printed. And that's a hard stop. Get at me in the comments, get at me through DM if you want. We're doing the consumer a disservice by not printing in something like that.
Right.
That is unacceptable. You can print this at 0.9 millimeters thick. So when you get this on a figure, I don't have it in front of me. This sucks.
And I don't have your picture.
I sent Greg the picture. I know I've sent you a picture.
You've got a few, and I don't have them set up. But
Hold
on.
I'm gonna go off screen.
Yeah, go grab it.
Let me go grab something. So basically, though, right, this allows you to get the fit so unbelievably tight that, you know, like Mythic Legions, right, suffers from a little bit of the oversized head to pop the detail on the figures, right? We can all agree that the heads are a little, you know, the helmets are a little small, the heads are a little larger, right?
Right.
So it's kind of how Mythics rolls.
That's their aesthetic. Yep.
That's their aesthetic. That's their deal, right? But when you put a helmet on that, it adds a ton of size. I think this is probably the best example I have handy, because I really don't know where my Gladiator helmet is. But so you take something like, take my boy Magnus right here, right? Oh, Center Stage did something right for once.
Yeah.
And then you pop the helmet on, and because the print is so thin and flexible, it'll pop on his head. That doesn't add a ton of size to his head.
No.
Yeah, that looks
okay. Well.
Like it looks, you can, I mean, it's still got the oversized aesthetic. That's just part of the line, but it didn't add a ton. So now you don't feel like he's carrying around this big giant helmet, right?
Like a lollipop head.
Yeah. Now listen, for skeletons, you can't avoid it. It's just what it is. They're just got, skeleton domes are large. So this particular helmet, I printed this little,
you did the bracers too on helmet. Last. Ooh, I love that helmet.
It's a good helmet. You know, this is size for skeleton / Zende, right? Their heads are so big, there's just no way around this, right? The head's gonna look big with the helmet on it. Right?
Hey, bring a couple of those to Legion's Con, would you?
Listen, man. Listen, you know what? Everybody get at Shane, man, in the comments. DM him. Tell him to let's hustle this thing up, because he's the one that brings all this stuff. he's bringing the resin stuff, right? But yeah, same thing with the bracers, right? So same thing, right? Like this is a little thicker too, but you know, you just want it to flex a little bit.
Yeah.
And
You
then
don't want it shattering when you're trying to put
there you
it
go
on your figure.
and that's the thing, right? So these
Definitely.
this resin will still break, right? The resin I'm using is a tough resin. With tough resins, they just tend to flex when you print them thin, right? I could sit here and work this helmet back and forth like this, like you would a thin piece of plastic. Eventually it will tear. This stuff doesn't shatter, it tears, right? But which it does another cool thing. I'm gonna break a helmet right now. So like if you want to make like a battle damaged helmet, right? Normally with the shatter stuff, you cut the stuff and it's bad, right? Someone's cringing right now because I'm cutting stuff live.
That's
But
me.
with this stuff,
Cringing a little bit.
since it doesn't shatter, you can make a cut in it and do battle damage
Oh
just
yeah,
like that.
see, that's pretty rad.
Right? It's
Yeah.
it's just a side effect of what it had I not decided, I'm like, man, this stuff is kind of dope. Let me try it and print it thin. And it just worked out, right? And that's just trying new things. And I'm not printing resin for any profit. I don't do that. So I just prototype for my partner, right? So like I get it. Like you get set in your ways, you're making your money, but man, the consumer deserves the best output we can give them.
Right.
And so like our plan this year is we're gonna bring all our old heads, the Legions Con of the old resin. Those are gonna be on super sale clearance, like think $2 a head. Or like, you know, five, or I think we were doing like 5 for 10 is going to be the price on the old stuff.
Mhm.
Going forward, we're only going to print small parts in this stuff. That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
Because like you can do the wrist wraps, and then we're working on, fingers crossed, we will have 3 unique wrist wrap designs to go with 3 to 4 helmets. The helmet I just showed you, the Berserker, that's done. That thing's cooked. It's size for Magnus. There's a Magnus size, Vendée / skeleton, right? That's cooked. That's done. That's ready to go. The other helmets are call it in flux. We should have a little bit for the armory figures.
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, that's smart that it fits so well on Magnus head.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, it started out as a one size fits most. Like I started it where it fits on Magnus, a little tight, but it works on a legendary barbarian if you put some, and that's going to be the thing, right? It's a helmet. Like you were Diggin, you were just showing off the helmets, right? Some of them are going to require some tack, right?
With legendary barbarian.
Right. So it depends on the size, right? Depends on the size you go with. Like if you want them to fit on skeleton, like I've heard skeletons from everyone. I'm like, cool, they're going to be big. And I got that thing fitting on that skeleton head, like it's like right here to the head. Still looks big.
Yeah.
Right. So,
J-Max says, would it still make sense for the 4 Horsemen to make play sets, or do you think the community will fill that void by printing?
I would want Eric Treadaway to make anything over a 3.
I was going to say 12.
Yeah.
I don't. Nope. If Treadaway's going to make it, listen. My hope is always that the studio has such a robust library of stuff, I can stop doing whatever I'm doing to supplement.
Yeah.
That's the world I want to live in.
But it's cool because like your imagination, there's no limit. So like maybe he makes something and you're like, you know what, I can riff on that and make something even more, you know.
Yeah. I just, that's always my thing I tell people though. It's like, I'd love for it to be like, hey, they're doing play sets and I don't got to print a play set for myself and, you know, stuff like that. Right. But
well,
like you said,
that they're starting that, you know, like the tavern pieces and things like that, or the cosmic, you know, that little station thing that they've got going on. I think it's cool. And I think that they are starting to dip their toes in that more, and hopefully more in the future as they see that it is something that we definitely want and need. So,
and it's inexpensive too. When you start looking at a 3D print painted by a human that lives here, you know, it's not cheap, right? But they can make it overseas, and it's, you know, it's definitely more cost effective, right? That tavern set, I was like, man, that is a very good price for what you're getting. Like that's a really good deal. It's a good deal for sure.
I wanted to show off. Dakin has a little project that he's been working on. I wanted to show this off here. You've got these awesome head sculpts. Can you talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, of course. One, I'm not in business at all, at all like Chris. What I'm doing, I just get excited about the ideas of different types of projects. And when 4-H announced that they were doing the Silver Knight 2, I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to do a Lancelot. Exactly, yeah. Greg's got the
It's
figure.
very similar to the Excalibur armor.
Exactly. Yep. Very similar. And I love Excalibur the movie. So I always, and you know, any popular characters that I grew up with, or you know, whether they're from comics or movies, I'm always thinking from a customizing standpoint, like how can I get that figure in, you know, the 4-H aesthetic? How can I use the parts that are available to try to make that happen? And usually it's as simple as just trying to find the right head and, you know, mixing and matching certain things. So Chris, like what you were saying, finding different files that are available and kind of mashing things together to get something. That's exactly what we did here. You know, I can't do it myself. I hire somebody to take certain pieces. I buy certain files.
Yep.
And it's a mash. And I just found the right stuff. And I was like, man, this is going to be Lancelot. I can make this into a Lancelot. And then I don't know where the Perseus idea came from, but somebody mentioned it. And I said, oh, this would definitely fit for Perseus. So that's where this all came from. So this was all a matter of trying to figure out how can I make a Lancelot head, and then recognizing that it also works for Perseus. So that's why I started doing these two customs. And there's an expense involved in putting it together. So to me, I want to bring something fun to the community. You know, if they get excited about, you know, having a head like this to do their own type of custom, awesome. Whether it's these two ideas or, you know, there's tons of others I was, you know, brainstorming, and I shared it in the custom studio, and a few guys said, oh, this also looks like it could be like a Kid Icarus from, you know, Nintendo, the NES, like you could use that head to do that. Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride, like this could work depending on how you paint it. And another Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. So you give him a goatee, this could work as like an early, not later Jon Snow, like, you know, the later seasons, but like the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. This could easily be a head for Jon Snow. But it was just, okay, this costs money to do and to bring it into, you know, the community. I could sell it, you know, to a few people that are interested, and it'll help fund the next mash that I want to do and bring it into the community. So I just I get excited thinking about different things that you can bring to life with these awesome action figures. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, I love that. And it could be used
as a halfling
for so many different you know, different characters.
Yep. I feel like, you know, there's so much well, I should say this way, there's not enough human, like just standard human faces. I feel like we were just showing Magnus, right? You know, he's like, to me, he's classic. He's like the perfect head. And I always want more different styles of just straightforward human faces. And I know that not everybody feels that way. A lot of people want like different types of monsters and orcs and demons and stuff like that. And there's tons of that in the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
Not only through what 4-H puts out in standard figures, but also what people are sculpting to add as third-party pieces. And that's great. But I always want more human faces. So
I'm with you.
To search to find a human face that doesn't have a beard, like almost all of them have beards.
Attila head is probably my favorite so far.
Yep.
It's sculpt. I love that Attila or Sir Gideon. You know, like it could be Wyatt Earp from Tombstone. It could be, you know, Kurt Russell from Escape from New York or something. It could be different, you know. But yeah, I'm with you on the human heads. I love those. Hopefully they upgrade and do like a new heads pack.
Atlas is like another classic that, when this came out last year in the extra pack, I think people were thrilled to get this as a piece. That was a coveted one. And of course, Otho, that head has always been super expensive. So I know that the majority of the community is thrilled to get the Legacies version now. So we have a new Otho head. But yeah, finding one without a beard is very difficult. They're out there, but you got to really hunt. So I was happy to get this together.
And so those heads are available, right?
Yep, I'm making them as cheap as I can. It's I'm doing it as a 2-pack because we have 2 profiles. We've got a smiling profile, which I used for the Perseus, and then more of like a straightforward, stoic, blank expression that I used for Lancelot. Lancelot doesn't smile that much in Excalibur, so I thought that was the perfect one to use for that.
Serious dude. He's a serious dude.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his mind with
loving Guinevere.
Exactly. Yep. He's in turmoil thinking about, how does he steal his best friend's girl? But yeah, so I'm doing 25 for the 2, and I'll be at Legion's Con. So if anybody wants them, I'll just a straight 25 and I'll hand them off to you in person. And if you need them shipped, I can ship them out for an extra $5. So 30 total for the 2 heads.
We appreciate that, man. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you letting me share it. Yeah.
No,
like I said, it's not a matter of being a business at all. If I, sell it to like 6 to 10 people, that's perfect because that helps fund what it was to do the project. And then I can come up with new ideas. Well, I have already new ideas of what I want to do. Just got to search for the right files to put it all together. Right. But yeah, just want to keep bringing new and fun things to the Cabal and to the space. So
I love that. I totally support that. I love when people bring new things or new ideas, like you guys bring new stuff to the community and share with us, and it just makes our shelves cooler. Right, Matt?
It absolutely does.
Yeah, for sure. So I did send a link to a few friends, Brian and Brett in not Toylanta, in New Jersey Toy Con. I was hoping to go this week, but I was not able to. So we're kind of waiting to see, or I was waiting to see if they wanted to jump on. And also Mark in Toylanta, but they're not here. So we're just going to keep talking. The Ox Crew.
That's awesome.
Has shown up. Brendan posted one of these pictures. I think the other one is Dork Layers. I recognize that background, but man, I saw this and I'm like, man, that is freaking rad.
It's so unique. It's like there's nothing else like that out there, to my knowledge, right? Like it's just such the profile of this thing, the whole thing, like the silhouette, it's just gorgeous,
Yeah, I think these are going to be, they're really, I think, going to reawaken some people's curiosity and passion with cosmics. I think these mech suits are kind of breathing some fresh air. I was definitely had some tusk fatigue. I think I got so burned out that I probably got rid of most of my cosmic stuff. But these are phenomenal. I don't have them in hand yet. I ordered individuals, so I'm one of those dummies that are waiting. I couldn't afford an all-in, so I'm just waiting for my individuals to ship. But I can't wait to see. I saw them in Intern last year, and they look great. But I can't wait to actually mess around with them and check them out.
You guys were talking about earlier on the 3D printing and stuff. I noticed on some pictures all those plugs on his chest come out.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I imagine go buck wild with that.
I imagine that's what I was going to say. I imagine people's going to just the creativity in this community is just going to light that up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, Chris, you definitely said exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. People are going to go buck. Not me, but other people were going to go buck wild. Chris doesn't do cosmic anymore. But like, if people are going to go, like, that's not true. I do cosmic when I harvest it for Legions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people are going to go. I know a couple people specifically that are going to go pretty wild with all the plugs, and you can do so much, right?
Right.
What I'd like to see is someone do some kind of plug that holds a light somehow, right? Like you can get like little 10 millimeter magnet activated lights. Do a plug that's a mount, have it stick out a little bit, have a light in there they could turn on. That would be something that'd be pretty sick.
Especially at center beam, kind of Iron
Right.
Man.
That's what I'm like. You could do that easily. That'd be an easy setup, right? This is the cool thing with stuff like this. This is all circles and very basic geometric shapes. You could do something really cool, really, really, really fast, and prototype it really fast for something like this, and make it really look awesome.
All right. And
I
with
was
a
thinking-
feet, you don't have to worry about him falling over.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah, those are some solid feet right there. I was thinking maybe some kind of like a bullet hole, like a blood like
Blood
a clear, what was that?
Blood effect.
Yeah, like that goes in one of the plugs, and it could be like 0G, so it could kind of be floating out or something.
That's cool.
You could 100% do that. That also would not be really difficult, right? You just picking, clear resin to, kind of do the clear resin, the plug, and let it kind of just, you'd have the thing, you could have it go where it goes up.
Right.
And this way you could just spin it and it could be going down depending on if there's gravity, right? So yeah, people could do that.
Would you measure the plug? How would that work if I wanted to do it like that plug?
So what I would do is, I'd measure the thing that plugged into the plug or the hole, right? So yeah, you measure the plug, pair of digital calipers. The way my process, I'd prototype it in filament first, right? Fun fact, filament is also slightly more precise than doing. Can you guys hear my air conditioner in the background?
No.
Oh, we're good. Okay. Filament's more precise than resin. There's a little tolerance thing with resin where it could shrink, percentages.
Okay.
So I'd prototype in a filament. I'd get my plug down, and then even the blood effect, I might do that. Make sure it all fits, right? Start with the digital calipers. You're probably going to get it once you're good, maybe second try. So the other day, someone wanted a plug to use the plumes and Otho and the lion Otho head. So someone in the comments of some thread, I think it was Dennis, was like, "Hey, we should do I wish someone would do a plug for the plumes in the Otho's lion helmet." And within 20 minutes, I was able to post, "Hey, this is what it should look like," and had it all fitted and done. Right.
Oh,
wow.
Just prototype it. Once you're used to measuring, and you'll know how off your calipers are versus like what's going to print out. You can usually get it in 1 to 2 tries. Right. And then from the resin side, you'd move it to, you take the same model that you did for filament, same model, right? And you could move it over to the resin side and give it a test. Like something like what Greg's asking for, I don't know, 3-4 hours. If you could find the right blood effect, purchasable, right asset, 3 to 4 hours, maybe. And I'm sure there are blood splatter files everywhere.
right.
Right. So it wouldn't be hard to do something like that.
Let me I got a few, and you make it sound easy too, you
No,
bastard.
I'm not. I promise you, I'm not making it sound easy. I'm telling you it's easy. Like, sure, as your first project, you're going to work at it, right? But you'll learn so much from your first project that will apply to your second, third, and fourth project.
Yeah, learning as you go, and it's a process, just like everything.
Yeah,
is learning as
it's
you go.
not hard. It seems daunting. It seems like wizardry and magic. It's not.
It's witchcraft.
It's just tech.
Witchcraft.
So these are shots from ToyCon. They have the Ashes figures set up. These are courtesy of Brian Carr. Thank you,
Where are the
Brian.
Rising Suns figures?
Let's see.
We get-
He sent me a couple pictures. So
Okay.
this
sneak
wave
peek
is
of
looking
I'm
fantastic.
getting nervous.
Yeah.
People are going to be bummed out that they did not pre-order more of these figures for sure.
For sure.
See my sweet girl Azza over there. Hello, Azza.
So I was gonna say we get to see Azza 2 finally. That's cool.
Is this Jesse right here? No, just a joke.
Maybe.
Being funny. I think he's waiting in line here. He's going to jump on in about 10-15 minutes just to say hi. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's the only picture he had was this so far. So thanks, Brian, for sharing those. Let's see, how do I get rid of it? Stop sharing. Sorry. Okay.
Like you were saying about the Ox Crew, that new wave coming out, I think it is going to breathe some new life into Cosmics.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Seeing the mech suits, there's 3 I think that are in there. Seeing that alien creature, the skateback, I think it's called, something like that. But it's on all 4s. Like, that's a completely different look that they've had, that they now have in comparison to what's been out there. I think Kern Ray, that female character, is awesome.
Love that head.
That not only the both heads, like the actual, you can see that she's a female, but also like the droid head that she comes with on top of that, I think is fantastic. And you have like the Uka, I can see it here. It's like more of an alien style, just a completely different look. And we mentioned before,
species.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So there's so much new stuff that we haven't seen before, and I think it's got people excited for sure. And that campsite collection, mentioning before, like them kind of starting into that space of giving us different types of accessories that kind of help create more of like a background scene, or more of like, more of a space beyond just the figures themselves, is cool to see.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it definitely punches up your shelves more to have, if you have the room to have, more of a scene than just, my boring, standing on the shelf here. So yeah, I'm totally for that. Yeah, Eric Miller. Welcome, Eric. He's saying for some of us, tech is much more intimidating than witchcraft.
No,
But I mean, like, Chris, like I'm with you. Like I want to embrace it. I want to dip my toe. I keep saying dip my toe, but I want to, get into it and learn and try to, I'm not ever expecting to be an expert at something, but I want to at least try it and see where it goes. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But there's so much.
Of the 2, filament printing is easier to start. And more importantly, you have to think of it like an appliance, right? I had to learn how to use my Instapot.
Air fryer.
Right?
Yeah.
Air fryer, right? I had to learn how to use, people got to learn how to use their oven, their microwave. The filament side has become more appliance like. I would say more like power tool like. I've got a 0-turn mower, right? Sometimes stuff might mess up on the 0-turn. I had to learn a little bit about where to move terminals and maybe put my belt back on, right? But for the most part, the 0-turn mower works fine, right? There's no difference in that, right?
I like the way you think, though. I like that. That makes me feel less intimidated.
And you should, and like I said, if you're starting with filament, I would tell people, if you're really nervous, start with filament, right? It's just there's no post processing. You learn about digital design, you learn about supporting, all skills that will apply to resin in a different way, but you'll learn the basic skill. You'll learn the idea of this machine creating something from nothing, right? Just know that you're not going to come out the gate printing dope heads, right? Or weapons, right? You're going to be more like, let me print a wall, right? Let me print like a floor, right? Or let me print like a fairly neat statue, right? And then that will give you the skills to then I went the reverse. I did it stupidly. I went resin to filament. But I would tell people, now that I do both, I would say go filament first, give it a shot, and then, get your, if you want to do a resin printer. And if personal use, I'm not advocating for everyone to open a shop.
Right.
And moving to selling is a whole different set of challenges.
Imagine so.
I'm saying, like, people should do it for personal use,
Right?
Because the cost is just, everyone hates when I'm on these shows because I spoil the deal, right? It's cheap when you're doing it for personal. Now, when you're buying it, you got to pay people for their time and their sculpting, and however they got their system set up. Is the sculptor getting a per sculpt sale, or did the person buy the file outright? Got all that factored in, which is why they cost what they cost, right? When you buy it. But when you're making it yourself, a head's 25 cents of resin. That's what it costs. You can do a whole plate of them. You can do 6 heads on one plate, a small plate, and spend like $1.25 plus your time to get them all ready, right? That's what it costs, plus the file or whatever, right? But when
Right.
you're producing it for yourself, weapons, like, so cheap, right? Helmets. We're just doing helmets. You know, we're gonna sell helmets for, I think, like 2 for 10 or something like that, unpainted. They don't cost that much. They cost like 20 cents, 30
You're
cents.
gonna piss off these other.
I don't
you know,
care.
I don't care.
Here's the thing.
Yeah. Insider
Here's-
info.
Right.
Now, here's the thing with helmets, like helmets, right? You got your helmets taken, right? They're super thin. They shouldn't cost as much as the head because it uses a lot less material.
Right.
Just throwing that out. Like, I get it. Everyone's got to have their mandatory minimums, and we have that too, right? Shane doesn't go to the post office for less than $25.
Right.
Right. Everything we do when we sell online is grouped around that $25 price point. We'll just do bundles and stuff. Right.
Right.
But like,
It's gotta be worth it to you to do it.
yeah, it's got to be worth it.
Yeah.
Obviously. And listen, I'm not saying everyone should race to the bottom. Right. What I'm saying is, for personal use, you're going to be surprised at your savings.
Mhm.
That's what you'll be surprised at. Is
I
how
want
much
to
you
throw
save.
it. I have to throw it out there that we have a MakerBot at work, so it's a filament unit, and I've definitely played around with it, and I've printed tons of stuff out, and I use like a free online like thing just so I can play and make some simple sculptures and stuff, but nothing special, just so I could get a sense of how to do it, and it's fun. But I don't really have the knack for going to the level of figuring out how do I make, like, you know, resin heads. I would love to get to that spot where I do purchase, you know, a resin printer and get, you know, confident enough into that space. But what you do is a specialty, just so you know.
But I don't make any. That's the thing. I don't create anything, right? I go hire. Like,
Yeah.
I've got a, you know, I use Tiago Conti, Conti 3D Design. That's my guy, right? I've known him for years. If I need a head, I'm like, hey, dude, here's a picture, right? Hook me, like, you know, what's it going to cost me, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, again, different people have different setups. Some people pay the artist per sale. I give the artist a choice. You want to do this per sale, or would you just rather me give you a fee? Tell me what your fee is, right? That's the way I would do it, right? That's the way I do it, right? Like, and most time the artists, for me, they're like, no, just pay me once, because there's no risk for them. They give you a number, right? And that's what you pay them, and they got their money, whether the head sucks or not, right? Or the whatever. Jason Demon, right? 3D Jason, he is commissionable. You know, and the stuff, you know, getting your own head made is not super expensive. That's whoever I talk to getting a printer, get a filament printer first. I just saw that in the chat. Like, these guys aren't obscenely expensive, right? Now, again, Dakin, you were talking about this, right? You go find a file.
Yeah.
These kind of guys will, you know, hollow it out, put the head hole in for you, right? And that's not even that expensive, right? That's like, you know, probably $20 worth of work for them. Quick 20, cost you 20, and now you get to print a bunch of stuff. You know, and think about it. You spend $20 on say you spend $20 to get your own 3D printed head, right? That you can use over and over again for 25 cents. Eventually, even just making customs and stuff, it's less money than you're going to spend on fodder anyway. What's a Mythic Legion's Magnus head cost? Like $20?
Right.
Guys, I think we're all buying printers now.
I know. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris is going to teach a class.
No, Chris does not create anything. He just really good at tool utilization is my specialty. I've got great
printing
paint tool
expertise. There's something there, though.
There's a little bit, yeah. And you learn it.
For
like,
sure.
you definitely learn it. But like, if you want to bring someone on for resin printing, Anthony Housel, Anthony Velez, could come on here and talk to you guys about resin printing at a level that I just don't understand. Right? I don't use it that often. Even filament printing, we could probably pick a couple more people that have been doing filament longer than me. I'm just good at using tools. I'm like, okay, how's the tool work? What's it supposed to do? How do I utilize it? Right? And then what did I learn along the way? Right. And I'm still learning. Like, I'm learning. I've been doing it for a year and change now. And I just learn, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm learning every day. Like, I print something and I'm like, what did I do wrong? How can I make this better? Yeah. What's the, you know, and
but you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy it some too.
I love prototype. Like, I love I hate production. I absolutely hate producing.
I love
prototyping.
Yeah.
I love prototyping. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I love iterating. I love
But
making small tweaks.
It's cool because like you could watch, whatever presentation or reveal or whatever, and then you can go to your and
Yep.
I would like to see the bracers for
Yep.
the barbarian, or I would like a different belt or a different helmet or something. And that freedom or the ability to create, that's what appeals to me, to add more, to create, to do something different.
You described what happened during the stream for the gladiators. I was like, oh wow. I'm like, we need bracers now. Like now.
There you go.
Like we need them like right now. Helmets not as much. Bracers for sure.
I'm thinking with these bare chests, I need some bling. I need some necklaces. I need some kind of something for the chest there.
Dude, I'm looking at belts. Like the thing is, right, we're on the
Belts.
crunch for Legions Con. So
Bandoliers.
yeah, so like, you know what belt made me go just wild recently? That Urzok belt. Urzok? Is that, did I say his name right? The new orc, Urzok, right?
Yeah, Urzok. Yeah.
That new bandolier belt thing.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
I was just
so
looking
much.
at that. Yeah.
I love it so much. I've been
Yeah.
moving it from figure to figure. Oh my
Two
god, I love
strappy
it so
straps.
much. I love the triple strap
Awesome.
down. It's great, man.
Hey, speaking of, I got a couple more pictures here from Brian I wanted to share of the new figures. Let me see here. What do we got here? So we've got, can you guys see this?
Oh, cool. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Oh man.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm gonna get
Loving
kicked out of
this.
the Kings for saying this, but I think I'm gonna buy those more for the Knights than I am the Dwarfs.
I know Anthony
Yeah.
was hurt feelings that they gave some long legs to Valgard, but yeah, that gold knight is
Yeah,
goddamn. That's all.
That-
yeah. That's
Then packaging in that extra, bottom half of a knight is just killer.
It
How
is.
do you not buy a few of these?
yeah. It's crazy. I think this is the most value for all the exclusives. I think the most values in this set.
$55, bro.
I just worry that post Legions Con, I don't know, Valgar drops some like best value in legacies to kind of like not the best value in legacies after you strip out the legs.
Right? Yeah, because it's like, man, what? I don't get the legs anymore, or the bucket helmet, or any of that.
And then all the parts are kind of, except for the head, it's mostly old, really old stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's
Magnus
my concern with
crest.
him. Yeah, my concern with him is that just he's not gonna sell well post. But dude, Scaphoid is awesome. God, that figure's cool. Never even liked the original.
I love the bone to boot.
I know. Skelly Pirates.
Now, do you think are we gonna get tired of the boots, guys? Are we
Nah.
gonna get boot fatigue? It's gonna be a while, right?
eventually, but
It's
not
gonna-
yet.
It'll be a while.
It'll take some
man. I
time.
love the boots.
Yeah, no, I think the armory having those as an option, we've been wanting that stuff. So
Yes.
it'll take a
Can we
little bit
have
of time before we get it done with them.
Can we have like a real armory conversation?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Like, is this safe space?
It's
Chat,
safe
are we
space, buddy.
safe? Okay.
We're safe.
It's my show. You say whatever you want.
How long before the armored knees and boots are gone? Give me a prediction.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Give me a
Birthday.
prediction. What time?
Saturday.
Saturday when?
I'd say Saturday by 5.
Yeah. I
5
think
Saturday.
closer to the end of the day, I think those are the ones that are gonna go. Yeah.
I got 2 p.m. on Saturday. They're gone.
Woo! 2
2 p.m.
p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah, I
have
want
a
2
feeling-
silver and the glossy black.
Yeah.
You got it, Greg. You got a responsibility now.
I know.
You messed up, my friend.
I was thinking that the other day. I was like, what did I do?
You don't even know. Are you bringing a runner?
I've got friends
Okay.
so I'm like, guys, let's all do this table together.
Okay,
And so
good.
I'm gonna leave their asses behind, and Jeremy's
Man,
gonna be like, whoa, what are you doing here? You're a
I need
vendor
to-
now.
I
Get
gotta
your
get a
ass
second
back.
runner.
I think
I
he'll let
got-
you sneak on. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll disguise myself or something.
And Greg, you got
Oh.
enough friends to hook you up, so you'll be good.
I'm Ed's nice. I'm Latin Legions. What are you guys talking about?
I
Yeah.
got
So-
I got to get a second runner. I'm bringing one with
is
me.
looking good. Crossroads figures here, all reused, but man, just paint can do. Oh, you know what? I wanted to shout out too. Sorry, Eric Miller was here, so I wanted to shout out. I don't have another picture, but that painted head that he did for Scaffold is phenomenal.
Scaffold is great.
Well done, Eric. Freaking amazing, dude.
That figure, even without the extra parts,
Yes,
well worth $55.
yes, all
Right.
day long with those soft
Done
goods.
pre-post. Yeah, it's just.
It looks like it's got plastic and soft goods there.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I love the
well worth-
multi options.
Yeah, love that figure. Love the purple robe. Love
Props
that
to-
they didn't put anything on the purple robe, so I
Yeah,
can go add
yes.
my own heat transfer vinyls, put my own logos on it. Love that.
Do you have that?
Oh yeah, I got a Cricut machine.
Freaking guy, man.
Oh yeah, we're full craft.
I wouldn't
in
leave the
this
house. I would just make shit all day long.
We're full craft in this house, man. We got a Cricut machine. The wife and I use. I do heat transfer vinyl. Yeah, I can't wait to logo that dude up.
Yeah, for sure.
You really can't go wrong with any of these exclusives. You know, as much as we were
True.
saying, the Valguard is packed with tons of stuff, and the Scaphoid with the tuberculi extra pieces. But even like I forget what they're calling these.
The nymph and
the
guy who I can't remember.
That night, yeah.
There's a Revenant.
The
and,
Revenant. The
yeah.
nymph.
Okay, yep.
She's great.
They're all packed
just
with great stuff.
I saw when I saw her on the reveal, I was like, oh man, that's like another need 4. Right? That was an immediate, because like for me, I live so far, like sure they're gonna be available later, but like shipping, tax,
Combo doing it?
I'm on there right now. Oh, hi.
Hey Brett, how you doing, buddy?
Good. It's
Where are you?
at the Indian parking lot. Brian's.
Are you late?
No. Oh, it's not open. No.
He
I'm
was
not late. We
definitely
just
not
got done with
late.
our first lap through the.
Hey. Okay, so you guys are done.
No.
We're going back in, yeah.
How
We're
did the
going
new
back in.
stuff look? You got thanks you for the pictures. We're just going over the Crossroads stuff and the ashes.
Oh my God, they look so amazing.
Valguard in and out of the box. That Gold Knight.
Even better in person. They're so good.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And Brett's got the skeleton eyes. So like everything he's looking at, how do I turn it into a skeleton?
Absolutely. What parts can I rip off of it and put on a skeleton?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Break out your giant bin of bones and
They're in the back.
skeleton eyes.
I got them all
Right.
here right now. I can
You
do
can
some
do some
popping and
work?
swapping in the parking lot.
Nice. What'd you guys pick up so far?
4 Enochs, 4 Elijahs, 4 Scallies, 2 Silver Knights,
God damn.
and 2 weapons packs for those shields.
Okay.
I love them. I love in those shields.
Those
with,
kite
the
shields
Silver
are
Knight.
awesome.
Well, I like that color with the Silver Knight better than the gold.
Is it the gray? The gray
Yeah.
ones? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I do too. I like the gray round and I like the gray kite.
Yeah.
Sweet. How about you, Brian? What'd you pick up, my buddy?
I got everything that I had on my list for our group. I got 3 Enochs, 3 Andrews, 2 Silver Knights, a Scally, a Barbarian, 2 belts packs, and I still need 3 more Silver Knights because they're limit 2 in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fun thing they had today: $10 off bagged loose figures.
What do you mean?
So they had damaged packaging, so they took all those figures and threw them into Ziploc baggies.
What?
They
They're
threw the
$10
Ziploc.
off, yeah.
Yep. So it's $10 off.
Wow. Any pickups?
What figures did they have?
Mostly cosmic.
Mostly cosmic.
Okay.
Okay.
I did that with a cavern dwarf they had. That was like it was in a baggie, and I'm like, I'll take it. I don't care.
A lot of stuff from Poxus.
Yeah. Yep. There's Pox's stuff. And
The brutes from Poxus. The ogre from Poxus.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then a ton
Yeah,
of
that's
cosmic.
fun. I like that they
Oh,
did that.
the Gorich and the George.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had those. Quit
they would
yawning,
be-
Chris.
They would be what, 40?
What do you think it is? Early in the morning?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's early. Yeah, it's like 7, man.
I'm sorry. I had to bust your balls.
Yeah, that's cool. Listen. I only do this for Schmerb. I don't get
Thanks.
up early for anybody else.
I appreciate that.
When I was out at San Diego, I was on his show at 6 o'clock in the morning, 2 days in a row.
Yep.
And we just did a whole 14-hour clean up the property for winter. stuff yesterday. So like we were doing it for 14 hours, dump runs and stuff. So I am definitely a little more cooked than my normal self. Probably why I'm a little aggressive today.
Yeah.
So what were they
Tell me
asking?
about these Enochs. Tell me about the hold on.
Go ahead.
We skipped over the main. Hey, I just picked up some Enochs. Totally cool. $100 figure, no problem. So they have that many Enochs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a good amount.
Well, 'cause
They gotta be
said
wondering,
we
like,
didn't
what
order-
the
they-
hell?
Listen, all I heard from them was we didn't order that many Enochs.
Well, it's sold out almost everywhere. The only thing you can get is at shows now.
No, I know. I thought they didn't
Yeah.
order a lot of extras for the shows.
Well, there's only
listening
one
to
more
Jeremy.
show after
That's
this.
Jeremy.
I'm just
There
saying.
is only
like,
one more show left, Chris.
I haven't even opened my Enoch. I'm saying for the listeners and the folks. If you know someone going to Legion's Con and you want that sweet Sean Connery action, make a friend.
Yeah. Or make a friend today because they're.
That's crazy that they got Enochs everywhere.
Yeah.
They have
Capes
to
for everyone.
allocate for shows.
My box that I'm carrying around my purchase in is an Enoch box.
Pimps, capes for everybody.
Absolutely.
I got so many of those capes, I'm giving them away.
What? I know I sent an extra to Joe G. I like it, but I like to see the armor and stuff.
I don't need 16 of them in capes.
I gotta perfect taking off the cross on the. I have a new thing that I'm gonna try. I got some liquid to take off the cross.
So 99% isopropyl alcohol in the spray bottle.
That works on you. That takes off the vinyl.
Yep. Hose it down. Flip it over. Hose it down again. Let it sit for 15, 20 minutes. Hose it down. Flip it. Hose it down. Take your thumbnail and just go.
That's better than the highly toxic stuff I bought. That's for taking off vinyl.
Does the smell go away though of the alcohol?
Oh, it evaporates.
Yeah,
I know the liquid does, but the smell won't.
No, it'll evaporate.
Yeah, the smell's gone.
Okay.
And Greg, you'll have a lot of it if you buy a 3D printer because that's what you clean your printers with, both filament and resin.
Okay.
Yep.
So there you go.
Trevor says I need a few Enochs.
Trevor, we all need a
Trevor,
few.
drive across the Manhattan and get your little tookus over here for us.
I just sent you a message, Trevor.
Yeah,
okay, one of us is going to buy them. The other one told him to get his ass out.
It's a phenomenal figure. I loved it, and they're so smart in that they have multiple looks for these figures like Otho or Enoch or Elijah.
Yeah.
It's just smart. Army build Sir Andrew. You can put on some different colored pauldrons, and you've got a trooper or army builder. So
Zende pauldrons.
Yeah, I need more. I've got one set, but it really changes the look.
Mm-hmm.
Take off the soft goods, and you got a cool copper colored knight for sure.
I got some Zende pauldrons from a good friend on the screen right here to make a copper knight.
Got you, buddy.
Yep.
Got you. So what were they asking for the silver knight, if you don't mind me asking?
35.
Okay. That's
Good
a
deal.
great price for what you get.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yep. Good deal.
Yeah. I hope they ordered like 10,000 of those because they're just a good touring figure, I think, like a good advertisement. That's just me. I don't know anything about business, obviously, but
I mean, they didn't order 10,000 of them skeleton builder twos.
No,
Right?
they sure didn't.
Right? Right.
Crazy.
Like, listen, if I were to get someone in the line, I'd hand him a Silver Knight and Skeleton Builder too. Said, go forth.
Go forth.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Go forth and enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Love the Skeleton Builder too.
What you get for the price too.
I like the color.
These figures are perfect.
Yeah, I was
It
kind of
does
shocked.
have the best bone color. You are correct. That is a stated fact, Greg. I don't care if anyone likes gray or PP yellow more. The Skeleton Builder 2 color is the best bone color.
It is the perfect one. Unfortunately, that's not the standard.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. God, I love it. I love it. I love it.
You're talking to somebody who got 52 of them.
Okay, you're now see. You know what? I feel bad. You're making me feel great today because I feel like a hoarder, and then you're on the screen, and that makes me feel. I'm just funny. I just sold like a couple grand of Mythic Legions in the last day or so because I'm trying to clear out space so I can have more stuff.
Yeah, you're blowing them out, dude. You're doing lots of.
Man, you know what? I went too hard on all the reinforcement drops early back in the day when we were crackheads starving for stuff. And I realized, like, damn, I'm never gonna customize all these Black Knights. And the way what I do is when I want to get rid of stuff, like some people post getting on the line, got to clear out, but the
Mhm.
prices are like straight market price.
Yep.
That never happens with me. I'm like, what's market? I'm below market. Let's go. Let's get this stuff out of here.
What did I pay for it, and can I get $5 or $10 more?
If that, yeah, that's it.
Right.
And it's like whatever market is, I'm trying to be under market, right? But like I make stupid purchases. I have 10 Azars,
Wow.
right? Because someone had a deal on Azars, and I'm like, let me buy all these Azars. I'm gonna make stuff with them, and then I don't because they're coming out with so much stuff now, and
Right.
like I'm
Fast
just
and
trying to
Furious.
get. Saying that, I bought a giant skeleton lot recently of all the new skeleton bodies. Like I have an army of Scullies now on my shelf. I love it.
That's a great figure. I love
I
that
love that
figure
figure.
so much.
Yeah.
Love that figure. All his torsos are not being used. I actually mixed him with both ours.
Oh,
So-
his torso is a beautiful thing, but you can't have too many of them.
Nope.
I
Like,
agree.
yeah, I think I got 15 of them, 20 of them sitting in a box waiting to be customized.
Mm-hmm. Take another Scally and throw a Pox's torso on it, and you have brothers.
Oh man, this is let's see.
So we
That's
got
what it
some
looks.
new stuff here.
Oop.
Thank you, Brian, for taking these pics.
No problem.
Got
This wave is
Broder.
coming soon, right?
Oh, Rising Suns Wave. All right. It does
Yep.
exist. Yes.
Yep,
Soon.
production samples right there.
Soon.
Man, those look good.
We're gonna get them before 2026 or
They think they'll be able to start shipping them in December sometime.
I
Cool.
think Broder's gonna be that's gonna be a hit right there. Look at those fur boots.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah.
Get rid of the titty pauldrons.
Yeah, get rid of the titty pauldrons.
Yeah, Jeremy
Kitty.
let us hold Bodvar. He is heavy.
Did he?
He is heavy. Yes.
Look at that. Look at them beautiful dwarfs.
Right?
I'm looking at
Especially-
Cookie in the
Especially
background
that
here.
bald. Look at
Slinging.
that bald fellow.
Yeah.
Yep. Handsome
Yeah,
son of a
those
bitch.
dwarves look great.
Such a good looking figure, right?
What a wave, man.
Yeah, that's a killer wave.
Plus, Chris, we get 2 bonus dwarf heads.
I know, dude. You're preaching. You not only you're preaching the choir and the congregation. This wave is. This wave is. This wave is gonna be
I think
awesome.
Scapular is my most excited from this wave. Like all the gear and shit that he comes with, all the belts and
He's
the
awesome for
different
parts.
blow guns and bottles and potions, and
He is
that's
number
gonna be a
3
blast.
for. He's number 3 for me, and you guys would be surprised who number 1 is.
On this wave.
Yep.
Atlas.
Nope. Not even
Okay,
close.
good.
Not a dwarf either.
What?
Nope. I know,
You
right?
just
I'm
broke
gonna get
Anthony's
booted.
heart right now.
I'm
You
gonna
broke
bear.
get in the
Anthony's heart.
Kings. It's
Ooh.
Niev.
Who?
Oh, I totally forgot about her.
Oh yeah.
She's my
yeah.
She's not in there, is she?
She isn't. No.
Is she there?
Oh, Neve?
No, I
Yeah,
don't see her.
Neve is my
Yeah,
most.
where is she?
my
She's not here.
Yeah, I don't think I
most
saw her.
anticipated. She's my most anticipated because she brings a whole new body, new
Yep.
body type, 1.0 female. Like the customization options are good. So here's the question: do you guys believe the conspiracy theory that her body's done? And the secret drop at Legion's Con, because they do one every year, is going to be the legendary female
Yeah,
barbarian,
legendary.
Oh, man, I
title.
aka Red Sonja.
Makes sense.
Oh,
I heard this. That'd be great.
I mean,
That's
it's
gonna-
mentioned on the back of the legendary barbarian
It
that
is.
there's another. So
Unless
It
that's
is.
the 26 touring figure is the
Well-
female legendary barbarian.
Good
So
point.
I had that idea, Brett. Think about it. When's the perfect time to launch your 26 touring figure, if not Legion's Con at the end of the year before you go into the new touring year?
that's true.
Perfect time to do it.
That was fun.
Car
That'd be the
accident.
perfect time.
That would be a huge drop.
Yeah,
if
no,
they do
I don't
decide to do
disagree
that.
at all. And
It's
that
going to
would be
mess
awesome
up a lot of
because-
wallets.
Yes. Oh yeah, it would.
A lot of wallets.
They're already clearing us out, Chris. What's another one, right?
Right, man.
Dude, like I was good. Like the armor experience is already going to hurt me just because, like, unlike last year, I left all my knights the same. Like I didn't really I didn't do anything with my parts. This year, I'm like, oh, this is like, take me home, tear this thing apart, throw the flesh stuff in a box. except maybe the arms, and then like let's use the legs for making a whole bunch of customs. Like this year's way worse for me.
Hey,
than it was
I've
last
got a couple dozen skeleton torsos sitting in a bin waiting
Yep.
for the armory.
year. Just saying, right? It's just
Mhm.
like I'm looking at some orcs. I'm like, ooh, you need pants. You need pants, right? You need cool adventure boots. That's just the armory is going to be
Parts.
like,
Yeah.
last year felt like complete figures.
Yes.
This year feels like
Yes.
I'm buying parts.
I need
Nobody really
legs.
wanted a
Need some legs.
calico knight.
Right.
Nobody wanted, every different color under the sun.
I mean-
we all made full colored knights.
Yeah, and I kept mine that way. I kept them.
Yep.
I think I almost only exclusively bought red knights, and I have a shelf of red knights, and I love them. But they don't get the customization is let me paint a head and pop it on here. This
Yeah.
year, I'm like, oh, how am I gonna get all these metal boots? How's this gonna work? Am I bringing someone else down from upstate New York to be a second runner? Is my table even going to be admin? I might not be. There might not be able to buy towers because I might not be able to sell them to.
The shop is closed. Come
I
back
might not
later.
be able to sell you
room
towers.
sales down the DL.
I might have to listen. It might have to
Hey,
be.
you paid for your
might
spot. You can room sale.
You might see be back in 20 minutes a lot at the Pharaoh's Forge table. Just throwing it out there.
And every time you go in there, I'll be making another lap.
I know. Yeah, you know what? If you want to buy a tower strong or a light up thing, just come see me in the armory experience.
Right. I'll be in line with a tray. I'll be.
Pay me there, and then I'll just
We'll
send
work
you
it out.
over. Yeah, you just go pick a box from. You just go pick your own box. We'll do like the honor system.
Yeah. Right. Honor system. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So, what's everyone's favorite reveal or exclusive that you guys are most excited for? I'm going to say Valgard and the Gold Knight for me. How about you, Matt?
Definitely Valgard and the Gold Knight. Definitely a big dwarf fan. So yeah, looking forward to a few of them.
How about you, Dakin?
Yeah, out of all of them, I'm going to pick them all up, of course. But Valgard, to me, I mean, being that he was, the Kickstarter exclusive, once that was done, you couldn't get him. I've been waiting for him for a while. And, once they first announced Legacies, I was like, it's got to be at some point soon. So when they mentioned it on this past Wednesday, it's like, that's sweet. And like I said earlier, getting those extra legs in there, I think is, it's perfect. So, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I did not expect to see Legacies that soon after we just got Otho and Urzok. I did not expect that. So they always zig when you think they're going to zag.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
Not counting the armory experience.
You could count the armor. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's the armory.
Yeah.
I need metal boots, baby. Metal knees and boots.
You can have a bucket of parts.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be bad.
Mart's right though.
Bad.
Mart said Swap Night is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm with you because I'm going to have more. I want to trade the. I want more of the Gold Knights, so I'm going to be like, hey, I got some dwarf legs here. Let's work it. Let's do some.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna bring a lot of cosmics. Like we'll do like a 10-for-1 cosmic.
There you go.
Cosmic to gold.
Trying to offload.
Ratio.
I got cosmics by the pound over here.
I had a whole multi-gallon bag of parts last year. I left it at my house before I got on the plane. Ooh. Left all my parts for swapping.
Damn it! I know I didn't bring any, and I wish I had.
I brought mine and fell asleep before the swap started.
Gina says you should take trades of armory builds for your wares. That's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea. You'd have to come with the only thing I see. I've done that before. I've actually done like bring me these mini figures, and usually you get it a little cheaper. It's the thing with the armory is it's harder this year to build. Like I'd have to post my 3 builds. You got to bring me X amount. Last year
I'm printing out flashcards.
I'm gonna send my buddy in. I'm gonna laminate the sheet. Like, hey, build 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. If 1, 2, 3 not available, build these with the cloth, knees and boots. If both not available, come back to the table so then I can lose my shit.
Get your next assignment.
Yeah. Then all right, well,
It's a smart plan because once you get in that line, you think you know what you're doing, and then you see everything, and you can
Yes.
easily get
God.
lost.
Yeah.
I was next to Brett the whole time. And Brett, didn't you have like a sheet or a
I had a spreadsheet
spreadsheet? Yeah.
with pictures.
Brian, how did you do it last year?
Trying to remember. I actually went through. I just loved the evil one, so I did a red and a green, and then bought so much other stuff I kind of stopped. But then I went back later and online and bought some of the purple ones, and it got dangerous.
I kept it simple. I just wanted basically a Valiant Knight in every color.
That's
essentially.
exactly what
Good
I
idea.
did. Yeah.
And
I've got
then
them laying all over the place in my room. I've got them all over, all different
Same.
colors.
The added piece was the fact that some were exclusive, like the green leather pieces. I did 2 different versions of those, and I got 4 total of them. I just thought they were
Nice.
great. You got that like kind of Robin Hood aesthetic.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta
Wish I
pick
did
those
more of
up.
those.
And I think we realize now that, like last year, I didn't take it seriously that you're not going to see them again.
Yeah.
I mean, I never say never. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll have, there could be a giant room full of these parts that they are keeping for whatever.
Right.
Because I'm sure they don't sell out of everything. But now we know that if it's exclusive, you got to get it. So we know for sure, don't mess around and get those ones that you're not going to be able to get again.
The exclusive
like
stuff
helmet with the silver.
The exclusive stuff this year, I think, is like a tier down from something like what Dakin's showing right now.
Mhm.
Right? Like, I don't think the exclusive stuff is quite tiered up like that green leather was. I think
they made more this year of each thing.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Because if not, you're gonna see me in the parking lot panhandling for metal knees.
If all those boots are gone, like you said, Chris, by 2 p.m., there's going to be a lot of pissed off people. There's going to be a lot.
2 p.m. Metal boots are out. We'll be stuck with the cloth. We'll be doing the cloth ones. Those will be
There's
gone by
different
Sunday
colors
morning.
though, right? There's the black,
all the
glossy.
Yeah, there's 4 of everything.
The
But which ones do
silver.
you want, Chris? The copper?
What's my hit list? I think my hit list is hold please. There is a hit list. It's like the silver, the 2 exclusive ones, and then I'm gonna go to the dirty after that. I should be the thing is, right? I'll get everything I want.
Yeah.
It's just, will I get the quantity I need? That's always the trade.
Yep.
Right? That's always the trick.
Yeah.
But you know what I know there'll be a lot of is them Alithia parts. That's going to be the tier 3.
The what parts?
Which one?
The Alithia, the cloth legs with the Alithia boots, the Alithia wave boots.
Alithia.
The full. So the cloth legs with the full night boots, not the ones that are with
you're
boots.
talking with the greaves, like the Shengard boots.
Correct. Those came out with Alithia. Those were launched in.
Okay, I was like Alithia.
Bardrick,
When I name
Valak,
something, it's usually the wave or the figure came on. Valak,
Walter.
the Valak setup. Those will be those in the full armored legs. I think they'll be
the peg warmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of confused why they would have those again, but
because they weren't sure Urzdok stuff was going to be. Can you imagine if
the new Evil Knights? Did we lose him?
We lost your audio.
Oh no, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
There you
go. Can you imagine like if Urzdok stuff was slotted in for one of those other 2 things? How wild it would be.
That would be,
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I'm
Or
kicking myself
scaphoid.
for not getting
The
more of
skeleton
the
into the
Urzdok.
boot.
Oh, white
Yeah, that looks awesome.
skeleton boot. White skeleton boot would be wild.
Yeah.
I'm
Actually,
hoping we don't have to wait that long for the boot bone, other than scaphoid. I hope we get more of that soon.
But the good thing is, Greg, that there's no joint on that, so it's an easy repaint.
Okay.
For somebody who's a painter.
Yep. Fun fact. Myself and someone else was actually working on printing that very part, and now we don't have to.
I know.
Great.
I've been begging that certain somebody.
No, that certain somebody?
that certain somebody. The reason it came about was this certain somebody.
Yeah, he hit me up, and I was like, we're talking about the Toy Forge himself, Anthony Helsel.
Yep.
He's like, hey, can we make a bone thing? And I'm like, sure. Like, just get it over to Shane, and we'll figure it out. And then they part. I'm like, well, cool, we're done. We don't have to do that. The only one we got to do left is we need a scaly part for lizards.
Oh yes.
So that knee joint, we need it in lizard scale, so we
Yes.
can do lizards with adventure boots.
Yep.
Which, you know, hopefully after Legion's Con, pretty quick it'll be done.
Cool. Very cool. What up, G?
What's the great? He wasn't there today.
No Echevarria.
Yeah,
He had to
he said
work.
He's going to try to come after work.
Because there's a barbecue tonight.
Yeah, you guys going to the barbecue, Brett? You going?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So jealous.
Yeah, I
jealousy
was
is-
there for that.
It's
Definitely.
like fire within me, just like heartburn, but worse. Just
So
the
how's moving going? I'm just kidding.
Greg, we can drive out. We'll make the trip, man.
I know. I told
Let's
him.
go, man.
We'll
Come
catch
get
the
me.
barbecue.
You guys got to
go.
swing by and pick me up.
Definitely. On the way out, we'll get Matt.
We're the head of the Pennsylvania Tourism Association. We're trying to get Greg to move to Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. I'm working on it. It's in the works. It's in the works. Slowly but surely. But yeah, it's a good time, man. I'm really all the exclusives like this year for Legion's Con. Like I don't know how the hell they do it, but they outdo themselves.
I can't wait for the Warrior and Revenant.
Yeah,
That one alone.
they look
The
great.
parts
Yeah.
pack that's coming with.
Yeah.
There is a lot of goodies in most of those boxes. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Definitely.
And I can't
And
wait to put purple robes on Gold Knights.
Yep.
Ah.
Got to do a logo. Got to come up with a logo.
And I don't know where the rumor came from, but if they were to do a female legendary barbarian drop as the special, like, you know, that we don't know about, that just shows up that day, that would be epic.
God,
Epic.
I'll be if it's 2.0, I'll be less poor, but still poor.
You
But
know,
if it's 1.0, I'm screwed.
it's
You know
gotta
they're
be
gonna use the Neve body.
Neve,
It's gotta
yeah.
be the Neve body.
If it's muscle mommy, it's over.
Muscle mommy.
they're not going to do a new modern female barbarian in the 2.0 only
Mhm.
because she's a barbarian. You know,
Yeah.
the only reason they did the 2.0 back then is because they didn't have.
Well, hold on now. We
Neve.
did just get a Valguard using a lot of old dwarf parts. We
Fair.
did. We did. Could be a 2.0. Here's the thing. If it's a 2.0 build, but she's got the bare legs with the adventure boots, that's the key.
Yes.
And what's her name has that. That's coming
Igraine.
out soon too.
Igraine?
Right.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Right. Like if they do
Manisha?
yep. If they do the bare legs, if they did like a bare leg print for the knee, like they just haven't shown yet on a 2.0, we could, you know, with the new full bare arms from Ghost of Christmas Past, like
Yeah.
with bracers on and stuff. I could listen. You could talk me into 2.0. It doesn't have to be 1.0.
Well,
I
2.0 is
prefer
getting
1.0.
better. 2.0
Right.
is getting their feet,
Yeah.
their ability
Absolutely.
to stand.
Like,
Well,
I
whatever
can't
it is,
talk
I'm going
into
to kill it anyway.
Yes.
Listen, I have zero insider info whatsoever, but I guarantee you they will not put it on a 2.0 body.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
I'm right there with
1.0.
you, Doc. And
All right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree.
If it was a 2.0, I'd still buy it, but
I'd
I'm
still
just
buy a
saying.
lot. If it was a
Right.
2.0 with bare legs, bare knees, and then the adventure boots, it'd be that.
they could do that as an elf. They could do that as an elf, not a barbarian. Barbarian needs to be a thick chick.
Yes.
Thick chick.
Yep.
Thick
I mean,
chick.
Red Sonja's pretty thin in the comics.
Hashtag thick chick.
She's always
She was
portrayed
always
as
top
pretty thin.
heavy though.
Okay,
They're
well,
just transferring a little bit of that proportion to where.
Slide it down.
that's different. You know, that's a
Neve
whole
is still
different
the ticket
discussion.
though. Like she is may not be a perfect body for a Red Sonja specifically, but
Yeah.
I mean for a barbarian female, that's the perfect 1.0 body.
I mean, I assume it's going to be Red Sonja / She-Ra / some other character I can't remember. That
Yeah.
would be my guess, right? So blonde wig,
Come say
redhead wig.
hi.
Sorry, was your leg in there?
No.
Okay.
Get in. Say hi.
Who is it?
Who we got?
I don't know.
Hold on. Special guest.
It's a
I
surprise.
love special guests.
Amber. How you doing, Amber?
Friends.
What's up, Amber?
How are you?
I'm swell.
Where's Ryan at? Is he with you?
He's pooping. No, I'm just kidding.
He's pooping.
He's right over there.
He's
Got some dude wipes.
He's
As soon as
thrilled
his
we all
car
know
moves,
this
I'm going to
now.
have him come on in this side. If the car pulling out on this side, I'm going to have him jump in. think they're moving.
You have a good time? Did you get some pickups?
I got this cute little dinosaur. Look
Oh,
at
that's
it.
cool.
It's got eyeballs. And it wiggles.
Those
we
things
love
are
wiggly things.
really popular. My girlfriend loves those 3D printed
Right.
things. They're
They
fun.
are my favorite things. I have like a whole bunch on my toy shelf, just like
Yes, she
hanging
does
out.
too.
They're cool.
You know, Amazon sells those.
No, I didn't know that.
Check out Amazon. She got these. They're like it's like a shell with a crab. Hey, what's up,
Given
Ryan?
someone's coming.
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on?
But there, it's a crab with a shell, but the shell is a beautiful kind of pearlescent color. It's
Oh.
really cool. Check them out.
I am going to check them out.
Yeah, for sure. You guys having a good time?
Oh, for sure. We've been here since like 5:30.
That's the fun part. Is just showing up early and hanging
Yeah.
out and talking and
Yeah, even if you have to get up at 2:30 in the morning to get here.
Yeah.
right. Are you guys going to Brendan's barbecue or is that too
Oh,
late?
for sure.
Man,
We love
everybody's gonna be
barbecues.
there.
We're
Man.
missing out. We're missing out.
Missing out.
You
If we-
are.
If we leave now, we might make it, man. We might.
You guys
Yeah.
will be there in
You
spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. You excited for Legion's Con?
Oh, I'm pumped.
It's gonna be so much fun.
It's going to be a ball. I can't wait.
It's a party. Like that's what I love. It's like a
It's just-
party.
All weekend. Like
It's
all
all
week,
weekend.
really, if you think
It's a
about it.
3-4 day party minimum. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's the
So much
best.
fun. So much fun. Thanks for stopping by, Amber. It's good to
Yes,
see you. It's
I'm going to
always
go
good to
get
see you.
Brett.
All right.
Brett,
Bye, Amber.
you're back on.
I'm back on.
Hi, bud.
I love that. There he is. So you gonna go back? Is there anything you're interested in? Or are you good?
I need to pick up a couple more silver knights throughout the day.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've got. I think Brian picked me up one, and I think Benny's gonna pick me up one. So that'll give me like maybe 6. And I think I'm good.
I had to tear apart 24 of them for that haul with all those tabards.
Yeah.
And then I needed some more. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a good canvas that you can add stuff to them.
Oh,
Tabards
totally.
or soft goods, 3D printed
Absolutely.
stuff. Chris.
Test shot soft goods. Gray
See,
soft
that's-
goods look amazing.
That's you, man. You're extra on that, using these precious soft goods for your basic standard figures.
You should see my fodder bin of just test shot parts.
I don't even want to hear that.
Brett, you definitely need a Lancelot head for one of those Silver Knights, man.
Yeah. Hook me up. Hook me up.
Definitely. I'm putting a print run in, so I'll have some.
Miss you guys too.
Yep. Miss everybody.
Thank you,
Cannot
thank you.
wait. 6 weeks. 6 weeks, guys. It's going down. It's happening.
It's gonna be here
Super
fast,
excited.
real fast.
Man.
All right,
So
we're gonna
much
go
fun.
outside. Woo.
Woo!
The crew.
I just love getting stuff on the table too. It's just so much fun to see the boys and pick up something. Even if it's not something I really, really needed, it's still a blast to,
What's wrong?
He left his drink in your car.
Oh,
So I couldn't go.
poor guy.
What's going on here? What's going on?
Huh?
What's going on?
Nothing. Ooh, I smell fruity. All right.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having us. It's been a
Good
pleasure
luck in
as
there.
always.
Okay, hi.
Love you
See you guys.
That's
I
Get
got
the
fine.
rest of you in
So,
6 weeks
Thank
or
you.
so.
Have fun. Hey,
Will
tell
do.
the horseman we said hi.
We will. We
All
might pick. We might do another spontaneous later if you're still on.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
close to
We've
11,
got another
isn't it?
20 minutes or so.
All right.
So.
All right. Sounds good.
See ya.
Bye.
Good fun, man. I wish I lived near where all the shows are and stuff.
Right.
seeing
I would be in
people,
trouble though. I'd be in trouble.
seeing people at a show when you're not there, it's awesome for them, but it's like, I wish I was there.
Dang it. What am I doing with my day? I got
Yeah,
chores after this.
exactly.
Right.
Once we're done here, I'm cleaning up my garage. Completely.
I
different
was
from
just
being
about
at
to
a
say,
toy
yeah,
show.
I've got garage stuff to do, but I mean, there's toys in there, so I
Yeah.
might distract myself and open a bin and, figure out where I'm going to put my printer out in the garage that Chris is talking to.
We all got to figure out where we're going to put our new printers.
I know.
You think garage is good?
So garage is fine for filament. For resin, you're gonna want to make like a little cabinet because it's very temperature sensitive. So like
Okay.
you want to print resin at 75 to 85 degrees. So like a little like you could buy a little armoire and just stick it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, armoire with a space heater.
Protected a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, it's armoire with this because
I
you
didn't
want
think
that.
about that.
You want the liquid to stay very viscous, right? You don't want it to be thick and cold.
Which one is
Right.
the one that's got the real strong odors?
That's resin.
Okay.
I mean, well, actually, that's not true. It depends on what material you're printing in filament. The one other thing I didn't talk about a filament because I don't really do it. There is a million materials you can print in a filament printer, right? Like you can do wood infused PLA. You can do like carbon fiber reinforced, glass carbon fiber reinforced. Like you could do a ton of different material.
Yeah.
Texture stuff, but like a lot of it's just material it's based out of, right? Like that's something that PLA offers that that resin doesn't. Resin is kind of resin.
I didn't know I needed
You can do rubber.
special furniture for my resin printer. I got to get an
Yeah,
armoire now.
Here's the thing, right? A lot of people print resin, they pick a room in the house, right? And the resin, some people thinks it smells, some people doesn't. I tell people, put it by a window, put an exhaust, make sure you can exhaust it out, right?
Yeah.
Garage is fine, but it's the temperature, right? If you're in Arizona, if you're Joe G in Arizona, you're probably
good.
don't have to worry about it that much, right?
Right.
You're, it's always warm, right? So you put it in your garage, you're straight. Or if you're in Florida, but that's one of the little nuances with resin printing, But again, once you're set up, once you do it 10 or 15 times, you're fine, right? Or if you don't find a way to love the post processing, you got to find a way to just kind of love it enough, right? To love it enough to where you're so happy with getting your parts. And some people get it, and then they, they're like, this was cool. I'd rather just pay for heads, right? I'd rather just pay the price for heads.
Right. There you go. There you go. Man, what a show. I want to look at those exclusives again. Those looked amazing. Let me see here. I mean, I
think
the
the
waves
nymph is
too.
super low. She's super loaded.
Who's this?
The nymph.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the head. Are those the exclusive heads that they put in front?
Yeah, so that's Queen Urska. Like we have never seen her head a second time. This is the first time she's been reprinted.
Yeah.
It's cool in white. That bone.
It is cool in white.
Rad. So we got Ziri for the nymph.
Yep. Can't get that head enough either.
The Gorgo. Yeah, I agree. Gorgo head here. And looks like the undead with the scaphoid, which they said matches perfectly with the new scaphoid figure. So that's rad.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to say no to any of this stuff. Everything that they have for Legion's Con this year it's super strong, man.
Yeah, it's never no. It's just how many.
Yeah,
yes,
they
exactly.
always do such a good job with what they wind up putting together for us, and they strategize well when it comes to they knew with Scaphoid having those extra heads. That's awesome. How do you not get everything?
Right.
They do that on purpose, man. They do that on purpose.
They're smart.
It's almost like they want to stay in business.
yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like, hey, they want to stay in business. Man,
but their choices are smart, like Terpiculi.
Absolutely.
The Terpiculi head, what a great choice,
It makes that character too completely different,
right.
And it makes you want to have two then, traditional Scaphoid and then
two, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Eric, feel free to share the paint recipe.
For what's that?
Eric said I painted them at the same time with the same paint.
Oh.
In the chat.
So Eric, did you paint the Terpiculi and did you paint all the heads or just?
Yeah, I think he painted all the heads.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
wasn't able to catch Jeremy's show, so I was not. I knew that Eric painted the scaphoid head with the runes, but I didn't know he painted the other ones too.
Yeah, it's a super like that was a killer. That was definitely a killer, unexpected surprise reveal for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Totally like absolute killer.
Of all the characters, that we would have thought for legacies, this was the furthest one from my mind. So when they
Right.
first showed this, I was like, "That's awesome," but I was totally unexpected. And he's a
Yeah,
standout figure. I just the colors alone. There's so many skellies, but that green is so vibrant and so different
Yes.
than anything. And having it purple, you got your contrasting color there. It's
yeah.
it's eye popping.
Yeah, the Joker colors are always a good combo.
Yep,
right?
totally, exactly.
Classic Joker,
works.
Lex Luthor, classic Joker, Lex Luthor colors. OG DC villains.
Yeah.
See, I would have thought Malleus or Brother M.
I thought it was going to be
Morgulith.
I thought Brother M was going to get the upgrade he so richly deserves.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, a lot of
imagine
people
it
said
does.
that it's great on its own, and I agree. I mean, Brother M is a beautiful figure. It's one of my favorites, but
Love it.
I would love to see them, give that extra love.
I would like to see that head reimagined. I love that head. And again, I think that's another head they've never reused. I think that's only a one and done.
Yeah, that broken
Yeah.
horn.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a one and done. So
I agree.
I'd love to see it get reimagined. It'd be sick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, Brother M. Oh, you know what would have been a good one? Probably not there yet because we don't have new parts. Morgulith.
Yeah, Morgulith for sure.
One of my all-time favorites.
I think those would have been more. They were, in my mind, more expected. That family of Skellies, like
Right.
they're heavier hitters. I thought, in terms of character and significance to the story. But I didn't realize that Scaphoid had more. It was more heavily invested, I guess, in the upcoming lore that we're going to be getting. So
well, and he is a super fan favorite.
Yeah.
Right. Like
totally.
You gotta, the people. He's a super fan favorite, right? Like people popped. I almost heard the audible pop in the Cabal when they released Scaphoid. I'm like, oh, I know like 5 people that are gonna Pat Boyle. Like I'm like Pat Boyle just popped somewhere, right? So, yeah, I think fan favorite, and then Valgard is gonna be. I do think a lot of sales are gonna be so you can build Gold Knights. I think that's gonna be the appeal of getting Valgard.
Definitely
is the Gold Knight side, and the second Eagle Pauldron.
Right.
Second Eagle
Gideon.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? What's the second Eagle Pauldron?
So
It's
Gideon came with one.
Oh,
Eagle
okay,
Pauldron,
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And the last time they did that was the Deluxe Legion Builder with the Skull Gladiator Pauldron. Then we waited 17 years for the second one. Now we got them everywhere. Right. So this time they didn't make us wait 17 years. So that's good. I'm joking, by the way. Please, no one take offense. A couple years, right, between doing those releases. So now we get it right away, which is awesome.
Definitely gives him a decadent look.
Yeah, and I mean, he was the fanciest dwarf originally, right? So he gets to still be the fanciest dwarf. I do like the adding of the centaur skirt does add a little bit of something.
Is that what it is? I didn't realize that.
Centaur waist piece.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's a good spot. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
yeah, totally. I can see that.
It's a good ad, right? But I think the appeal is, it's definitely going to be getting. I think a lot of people are going to buy it for that. I think you're going to see some Valgard parts on the secondary.
Yeah.
The new head is dope too. Obviously, the new head goes without saying. The update to the OG bearded head is really, really welcoming, right? But I think those knights are going to be. That's going to be the appeal for that.
I think
Minis for me. I mean, I love dwarfs, but that Gold Knight was like, because the Gold Knight 2 is one of my favorite figures.
Yeah,
I love it. So this is just like double damn.
Yeah.
Plus that Scally, the new Scally
head
repaint.
Got that again real quick, which is awesome.
So that's not an exclusive. So that's nice that will be part of the regular. But you do have a point about them taking those parts away and the value. You kind of lose a little bit of the value.
I mean, and I'm only saying that compared to the other legacy figures, right? In comparison, just keeping it in the same legacies of Mythos world, right?
Mm.
When you see that, like Scaphoid without his parts, just for the soft goods figure, seems deluxe, extra hands, a lot of weapons, 2 heads. 55, I can make that stretch, right? Otho, same thing. Urzok, so many new parts. You know, you can always make the argument 55. It's a little harder on the dwarf. And again, if they didn't have the new parts available for dwarfs when they decided to make Valgard. So, you know, I think it's a little bit of the 55 little stretch on him compared to the contemporaries in that line, that subline.
I love that they've taken the opportunity for like the version 2s and now with legacies to be more ornate in comparison to the original.
Yes,
and it's not across the board, but you know, for the majority of those version 2s and legacies, it's like they're really upping the ante in terms of sculpt detail.
Yep.
All these extra things that they have going on with it. It's nice to see that different kind of look. So
agreed. Like legacies is pretty exciting, right? And I don't mind the premium markup to 55 because if they're going to always do it as some kind of in-stock pre-order hybrid, that's fine. I'll always pay extra to buy something if it's in stock.
Yes,
that's why I always buy Figure Obscura, right?
We have to say that we're upset at the 55 markup and say we prefer 50 just so they keep it at 55 for like another 2 years.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, like 50. I was talking to someone, right? 55 feels like it depends on the figure, right? It felt for Otho, it felt $5 too much for me, but for Urzok, it felt just right. Right. But again,
honestly, I'm just teasing. 55 for what we get out of all the packs to me is great.
Yeah, especially if it's in stock. If it's pre-order only, I'm probably a little less on 55. Like I'm like, oh, pre-order only. But for it to be an in-stock drop that lasted half a day, so quantity limit, perfect.
Yep.
Half a
we
day.
had 4 hours.
These are going to be in stock only, really, right? Unless they said most, they have to do a pre-order, but they're going to do pre and post. That is, I'm always willing to pay a little more for in stock drop versus pre-order, right? Because there's no way we can use the parts right now. So, but yeah, those gold knights are going to be. There are going to be a lot of Scaphoids parts being sold too. I think a lot of people are going to do the gold knight with the purple tunic.
We have a new guest here. New guest taking the stage. Mark.
Boy, your boy is reporting live from the show floor.
How you doing, my man?
At Joe Lanta. I almost totally forgot about this. I was like, oh, snap. What time is it? Let me jump in here real quick. Got my boy Glow Man back here, minus the glow. Man? He's not glowing today. He is not glowing.
He's got heartburn. Is he okay?
He does have heartburn. We had some Peruvian food last night at a place called the Freaking Incan.
I already blew it up, so I'm
man.
He is live, by the way.
That's okay. I don't mind.
He is live.
I have no fear.
Oh man, I'm glad you guys were still rolling. I'm glad you were still doing the show. I almost missed it. I totally blanked on what time it was.
No worries. Brian brought the heat from ToyCon. They've got all the Rising Suns except for Nieve. They've got the Crossroads. They've got the new Legacies, Valgard, and Scapular there, or Scaphoid. Sorry.
Nice.
So and Ashes. So they've got. I'll show you the pictures later.
Well, literally, he couldn't have better placement. Our buddy Steve Mank from Articulated Empires, right inside the front door.
The Mank.
The Mank. So we went over and chatted with him. First off, bought some stuff, keeping my boy in business. He's got a lot of stuff at shows that he doesn't have on his website, which I was like, come on, man. That's how I know you have stuff, if it's on your website.
Right.
Randall's checking out some orcs right now.
Orc army, but these are cool.
Samurai orc, that's a good one.
Those guys look incredible. Some other Mythic people around that you guys would know. Big Dubba's here, of course. Snowy's here. Greg Cook is here. Gotten my hugs from all of them. But you know who I haven't seen? Our boy Curtis.
Where is he?
I don't know, but I got my pitties ready for him.
Oh
I
yeah,
wore flip flops. I'm gonna tell him, don't look down.
that's right.
Don't look down.
You just violated all your viewers Saturday morning.
Oh man, thanks for letting me crash for a few minutes. Thanks for letting me jump on.
Of course.
If I run into Curtis, I will hop back in. Okay. How much
Sounds like
longer
a
are you guys
plan.
going to be going?
About 5 minutes because I
Oh.
don't want to step on our show.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, I'm glad I caught you. Then you know what?
Tell everybody I said hello.
I'll just take a pic and send it.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Bye,
Mark.
gentlemen. Sorry to crash.
No,
Hey
you're
guys,
fine.
how's it going?
Hey,
That Mark.
All right. Later,
Have a
guys.
good one, Mark. See you,
See ya.
buddy.
Have fun.
Sig sent me a picture, but I don't have it, Sig. I didn't get it. I'll have to post it. But he did this amazing creation of Morgulith. Like he took apart this Morgulith and turned it into like a spider, a giant spider. And I hate spiders. It freaks me out, but it looks so damn good. Yeah, I don't have it, Sig. I don't have that message. I didn't get it. But I'll have to check it on the next one. But thank you guys so damn much. We did our 2 hours. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Chris,
Sweet.
what you
Just
got?
figured out. I just figured out. I want to try what's his name? Therasis shirt on
Oh,
the
yeah.
legendary barbarian. Never thought about that for the ripped up barbarian look.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
That looks good, man.
Actually, it's pretty good.
That
Was
works.
that hard to take that off?
No, that was really easy to get on.
Busy weekend. Yeah, busy weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll see you guys in Legions Con. Chris, you've got these amazing towers. Dakin, check out he's got the Perseus heads. So reach out to these guys if you're interested in those things. Matt, me and you, we just have awesome. We don't have anything else to offer other than our boyish good looks. But I can't wait to see you guys all there. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the people that are in the chat and that popped on. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
And that's it for us. We're out of here. Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
6 weeks, guys.
Take care.
6
Get
weeks.
some sleep, Chris. Go back to bed. Go back to printing. Thank you also too for all that printing info. That was very
Yeah.
awesome.
Hey,
Cool.
I'll try to help whenever I can. Other 3D printers, I'm sure you're going to yell at me because I got something wrong, but that's okay. That's why we have our own chats.
It's good for us. We appreciate it, man. Thank you
Later.
guys. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.